Welcome back to Decor, where we bring you timeless inspiration for every season of your home. Today's video is all about vintage Thanksgiving centerpieces, elegant, nostalgic, and perfect for creating a warm atmosphere around your holiday table. If you're as excited about cozy gatherings and festive decor as we are, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. It really helps us keep creating these seasonal inspirations just for you. And of course, we'd love to hear from you in the comments. Share which centerpiece idea you'd love to try, or tell us about your favorite Thanksgiving traditions. Now let's dive in. Vintage decor is all about capturing warmth, history, and a sense of nostalgia. For Thanksgiving, this means layering natural textures, time-worn pieces, and earthy colors that bring comfort to your holiday gathering. Instead of going ultra-modern, vintage styling takes us back to simplicity, where polished wood, brass accents, and heirloom china shine in a cozy, understated way. By curating centerpieces with vintage charm, you can make your Thanksgiving table feel like a treasured memory, even if it's your first time hosting. Nothing says vintage like antique candle holders. Brass, pewter, or crystal bases instantly add elegance and a touch of history to your Thanksgiving table. Cluster different heights of candlesticks down the center of your table, alternating taper candles in warm, autumnal shades like amber, burgundy, and ivory. For an extra nostalgic touch, let the wax drip naturally. It gives your table a romantic, time-worn aesthetic. Stacking a few vintage books can create unexpected levels and charm in your table design. Look for worn leather covers or faded fabric bindings in autumnal hues. Top the stacks with small pumpkins, glass cloches, or tiny floral arrangements for a balanced, layered effect. Books remind us of history, tradition, and stories passed down, perfect symbols for Thanksgiving gatherings. An old wooden crate or box makes a perfect base for a vintage-inspired centerpiece. Fill it with seasonal elements like pine cones, dried leaves, and gourd. This rustic approach works especially well for a farmhouse-style Thanksgiving table, bringing casual warmth and texture. Pairing rough wood with elegant glassware or linens creates a beautiful balance of rugged and refined. Mason jars are a classic vintage staple, but you can elevate them for Thanksgiving by filling them with dried florals, feathers, or even floating candles. Tie twine or velvet ribbon around the neck for added charm, and group them in odd numbers for visual interest. The best part? Mason jars are versatile and reusable, making them both beautiful and practical. Even if you're not using them for food, vintage silver platters, pitchers, or tureens can serve as striking centerpiece vessels. Fill a silver bowl with seasonal fruits like pears, apples, and pomegranates for a lush and abundant. The mix of reflective silver with warm autumn tones creates a rich and timeless centerpiece. A glass cloche instantly adds sophistication while allowing you to display simple items in an elevated way. Place a small pumpkin, pine cone, or dried floral arrangement inside for a vintage museum-like feel. These pieces create conversation starters and add an elegant layer to your Thanksgiving tablescape. Incorporating dried botanicals brings a sense of history and artistry to your table. Think dried hydrangeas, eucalyptus, or pressed autumn leaves. Arrange them in vintage vases, jars, or even tucked into napkin rings for a subtle nod to nature. Their muted colors and delicate textures add to the timeless beauty of a vintage Thanksgiving table. Centerpieces don't have to be separate from your dining setup. Heirloom dishware itself can act as a statement piece. Layer patterned china with soft linens and add a small decorative accent, like a sprig of rosemary, to tie everything together. The mix of heritage patterns with modern accents makes the entire table feel personal and elegant. Lanterns add both light and charm, especially when styled with vintage flair. Choose weathered metal lanterns or glass panel variety. Fill them with candles or string lights for a soft, glowing effect that feels warm and inviting. Lanterns also work beautifully as a transitional piece, from the dinner table to the entryway after the meal. Before flowers became the mainstay, fruits and vegetables were often used as holiday decor. A vintage cornucopia or a low basket filled with seasonal fruits is both traditional and elegant. Pears, figs, grapes, and apples bring a painterly old-world richness to your table. Pair them with vintage linens and candlesticks for a centerpiece that feels abundant and timeless. Textiles can serve as the base of your centerpiece. Vintage lace runners, embroidered linens, or crochet doilies instantly add heritage charm. Layering textures creates depth and sets the stage for your other centerpiece elements. Mix soft fabrics with rustic accents like wood or stone for a balanced, welcoming display. The beauty of vintage decor is that it doesn't have to be all antique. Blending modern elements with older pieces keeps your table fresh and approachable. example. Pair sleek glass vases with vintage candlesticks or modern flatware with heirloom china. This combination creates a unique look that feels both timeless and current, perfect for holiday entertaining. When pulling together your vintage Thanksgiving centerpiece, focus on a unifying theme, whether that's a color palette, material, or shape. Too many contrasting elements can feel overwhelming, so let one or two pieces shine as the focal point. Remember, Thanksgiving is about warmth, connection, and gratitude, so let your centerpiece reflect those values. Thank you so much for joining us today as we explored elegant and nostalgic vintage Thanksgiving centerpiece ideas. We hope you found plenty of inspiration for your own holiday table. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Your support helps us continue bringing you beautiful seasonal decor inspiration. From all of us here at Botanicals, we wish you a warm, joyful, and memory-filled Thanksgiving. Until next time, happy decorating!